Yes lads, welcome back to another objectives guide. Now this is for those of you that are still grinding the game. It's literally the 31st of August in New Zealand, so it's about to be September, and for all of you guys grinding the game in September, the new game's out in like a month, but I'm not going to lie, with the icon swaps, there's some really nice icon swap packs that you can take. For example, I need 4 more icon swap tokens, and I'm going to be taking the 94 plus attacker slash midfielder pack. I'll be streaming me opening all of that stuff on Twitch. I do stream on Twitch maybe 3 or 4 times a week. That link will be in the description if you want to come and check me out. But lads, if you guys don't know about these objective guides on my channel, what we do is we go over all the new objectives, player objectives, whether it's some pack objectives like we had, was it yesterday with the Jumbo Pursuit objectives or the day before, and obviously I will take you guys through the icon swaps guide as well. Now obviously EA have released another batch of 10 tokens, I believe it is, or is it 9? No, it's 9 tokens, isn't it? I've released another batch of 9 tokens, so obviously if you have saved your tokens you got from last batch, you can have up to 18 tokens to decide what you want to take from icon swaps for. So boys, what we're going to do is we're going to look at these icon swaps, just icon swaps with the 0 hour 6 objectives, and then what we're going to do is just take you guys through a little objective guide as well for these league specific 1 league ones. So boys, let's start off with a win 5 squad battle matches on at least world class difficulty with 11 silvers in your squad. Exact same here except with 11 UCL players, and that does include path to glory, sorry not path to glory, road to the final, and team of a group stage UCL, as long as it's a UEFA Champions League specific card. So it's a UEFA Champions League rare, UEFA Champions League common, like I said, a team of a group stage or road to the final. So you can use any of them and it will count. Win 5 squad battle matches on at least world class with 11 Argentinian players, 11 Portuguese players. You've then got the win 8 weekend league matches, which is tough, and then score in 15 separate rivals matches using the first owned players. I'm a little bit disappointed with this weekend league one, simply because I mean, weekend league, I think there's 2 or 3 left, and it's just a little bit odd because there's only 30 days to a new FIFA. Not too much people want to be grinding weekend league. But nonetheless boys, my number 1 tip, which I'll get into the squad builder for you guys soon, but my number 1 tip for these squad battles ones, as you can see, you've got 4 squad battles ones, 5 games each, so usually it would take 20 games. I'll show you guys how you can get all 4 of these done in only 10 games instead of 20. So literally I'm halving your time, saving you like 1.5 hours or so. So basically, as you can see, you've got silvers, UCL, Argentina, and Portuguese. What you can do is you can duplicate this together, if that makes sense. So you can do 2 at one time. For example, you can do a Portuguese UCL team, so a full team of 11 Portuguese and UCL cards, and that will get 2 birds with 1 stone. And you can do Argentina silver, so you can get a full team of Argentinian silvers, and once again you can get them done at the same time, because if you win a game with a full Argentinian silver, it will count towards both the silver and Argentina objectives. And the same goes for the Portugal and UCL, which I'll get into the squad battles, sorry not the squad battles, the squad builder relating to that for you guys in a second here. Now with the icon swap Serie A in 1 league, obviously you can find the 1 league game mode through friendlies, play online, and then you go over to 1 league. The number 1 thing here is you need at least 8 first owned players in your squad. You can only have 3 players that are not first owned, and some people do ask, how do you get first owned players if you have none in your club? Now first owned players are players that you're the first owner of, players that you have packed, or SBCs that you have completed. So like I said boys, if you pack them or complete the SBC, it will be first owned. But if you buy them on the market, it will not be first owned, as you will not be the first owner of that card because you brought it from someone else. So if you're struggling for first owned players, which I have been in that position a lot, what you're going to want to do is you just literally, I'm going to be honest with you guys, if you got, say, 2 first-owned Serie A players and you need a lot more, the only thing you can do is get the first-owned players via either objectives, that you've got to hope they release, say, some Serie A objectives or something, for example. I don't really think they will do, as we're not really in a promo anymore. Obviously, you've got SBCs coming out as well, which you can try complete them. But the other tip is going to be opening 5k packs of coins, if you've got the coins for that. But really, realistically, you can play squad battles or even division rivals, get the packs, and if you do play division rivals, you'll want to take the untradeable packs so you can get as much packs as you can, and just try to get as much Serie A players as you possibly can. Realistically lads, that's the only way you can get the first owned players. Now for the Serie A, you got a through ball assist, which is triangle on the PS4 and Y on the Xbox, score 10 and win 4. For La Liga is a pain in the ass, you got to score 6 outside of the box goals, score 10 and obviously win 4. The outside of the box is just absolutely atrocious, but I mean, I wish EA didn't do that, especially considering we're in September September. League 1 is win 4, score 10, and crossing, assist with a cross in 6 separate matches with League 1 players is completely different, which is very nice. So basically you just got to assist with a cross, square on the PS4 and X on the Xbox. Now lads, my number one overall tip for all of these one league objectives is golden goal. I understand the community, I wouldn't say split, I'd genuinely say 95% of you guys do golden goal and you're happy with that rule. You know, it's like a community rule. Whoever scores first, the other person leaves and you just hop into a new one. Yes, I can confirm you can literally get like 5 or 6 wins in the time it would take you of completing a full game if you are doing golden goal. Now, not everyone does do golden goal. I was doing the Bundesliga objectives icon swaps last night before obviously these new ones came out and they expired, so I can get the pack and all that good stuff. And I'll probably say I got all 10 wins tonight, and it was, I think, 7 or 8 times my opponent did golden goal. So it's around 70% or 80% of your opponents do end up doing golden goal. Sometimes they just do stay. I do recommend doing golden goal though. I'm not saying you have to. Don't make anyone think you have to, but I mean, genuinely, I just don't see why you wouldn't, because you're just wasting your own time at the end of the day. So number one tip for this is just do golden goal. It speeds up the process for not only your opponent, but it speeds up your process for you as well. Now let's hop over to the squad builder. We're going to build the Portuguese UCL team and the Argentinian Silvers, and then I'll give you guys my tips and tricks. Right boys, so this is a full Portuguese team that we have built. As you can see, we've got the UCL players, we've got UCL Rares with João Felix and Jota, we've got the Commons with Ronnie Lopez, we've got Bruma in there who's a rare, but basically as you can see, it's just a full UCL based Portuguese team. Now I would like to say heads up as well, lots of these cards will be extinct. I wouldn't say lots of the time, like, you know, give it a couple days and there'll be so much on the market, but they will be, 1, inflated in price, and 2, they will be very, very, I wouldn't say hard to get, but everyone is looking for these cards because they know Portugal UCL, everyone's going to be trying to get them, you know what I mean? So genuinely with this one, lads, you just got to be patient, and it's just the price you got to pay. You got to maybe be more patient, and you do have to pay probably like 60 to 70,000 coins, because sometimes these are like 7,000 coins each. Genuinely, the only reason these are so expensive is literally because of these objectives as well. But I say the consequence, realistically you're going to save like 1.5 or 2 hours of playing squad battles and boring yourself with squad battles, but just do be aware these are going to be inflated and are going to be quite hard to get. But you can also as well, you can literally just search yourself for UCL Rare Portugal if you want to do that. I know you've got João Cancelo in there, you've got Guerrero, I believe it's pronounced, and like I said, I've used the majority of them, but if you've got a higher coin budget, you can even buy a UCL Ronnie if you want, you know, Bernardo Silva, Bruno, all that good stuff. And like I said as well, you can check for UCL common for Portugal. I've used lots of the commons, like Andre Silva, I don't think he is on the market because it's a newly transferred card. You've got Trincao, who, you know, like I said, you've got lots of other options here as well. Diego Dalot, Jose, Sergio Oliveira, and Trincao. So if you do, you know, if you can't find all these Portugal players, you can just keep searching. You do not have to use this specific team. As long as your starting 11 is all Portuguese and UCL, you'll be perfectly fine. Now boys, tip number 1, I'll get into the Argentina Silver team in a minute as well. I'll kind of end the video with that as it's kind of self-explanatory, but tip number 1 is going to be the bench, lads. Make sure you fill out the bench. You can sub any players on. Your bench does not also have to be a UCL Portuguese team, so you can literally have whatever bench you want and just sub them on straight away. Tip number 2 is going to be chemistry styles. Now I am not sponsored by Footbin, and I do have to clear up, I'm not sponsored, I'm just using them as an example because their app is very, very good. So basically, let's take João Felix for example, and the beauty of Footbin, the reason I'm using it, is what you can do is it will come up with a player's price, but it will also show you the different chem styles and what the chem style does to the card. So boys, take João Felix. He's currently 7.4k on the market, and he has 9,000 coins on the Xbox. This is his normal gold rare card, and in game he is an 80 rated striker. But as you can see on Footbin, you can change different chem styles. For example, let's put a hunter on him. It'll put him from 81 pace to 91 pace, and we'll put him from whatever shooting he's at now, 81 shooting to 88 shooting, and with the hunter he gets a plus 10 finishing, so in game he'll have 92 finishing, and in game he goes to an 84 rated striker. That's just a small example. Chemistry styles can make them feel significantly better in game. Even if you've got a marksman, you don't have to go out and spend coins on hunters or shadows for your defenders. Genuinely just chuck any chem style that you've got on that you've got in the club on them, and it will make them feel a whole lot better in game. Now boys, we're going to go over and we are going to build the Argentina Silver squad, and then we are going to go ahead and give you guys some squad battles tips. Honestly, lads, with this Argentina silver squad, you've got so much options as there is, I'm not even exaggerating, there is literally hundreds of Argentinian silver players, so you don't have to use the correct squad. Just once again, make sure you're searching for silver Argentina. This is what, page 5 or page 4, and we're still on the 73s. But the exact same thing, lads, this is just what we've gone for. We've gone for Ponce, Bastos, we've gone for Urzi, Ramirez, Man, I'm probably butchering them, but if you do want to pause it, you can obviously look at their names in the top right there. But honestly, lads, as well, you probably will see an inflation with these silver Argentinians, but nowhere near as much as you will with the UCL Portuguese players, because the UCL Portuguese players, you do not have much players to choose from, whereas, as I said, there's hundreds of Argentinian players. But the exact same thing, lads, make sure you fill your bench out. Even I have to do it because I struggle sometimes, so make sure you fill your bench out with your best players, and you can literally pause it straight away, those players on, and happy days, obviously in the squad battles. Now, boys, to end this video, what we're going to do is give you guys a squad battles tip, and I know lots of you guys are here for that. So if you are struggling on beating world class difficulty, the beauty of this, you've got unlimited attempts, lads. You have got unlimited attempts. So as you can see, EA will give you 4 teams. You've got a 190, 89 rated squad. You've then got a 69 rated squad with only 25 chem, and a 65 with only 43 chem. Now, obviously, you need to play them on world class. Make sure it's on world class difficulty, or else it will not count using your specific Portuguese UCL or Argentinian silvers. So make sure it's on world class difficulty. Now, you want to avoid the good squads EA give you. Sometimes they give you 2 hard squads to face, sometimes they'll be harsh and give you 3, but basically you just want to make sure you play the shit ones. As you can see, the team that we would face here is very, very bad. You've got a left wing silver, you've got a medium, he's got minus 16 on all the stats because he's on 1 chem. You're facing a 57 rated right wing on 2 chemistry, you know, all of that good stuff. You've got a Politano, you've got a 5'7" Politano on 1 chemistry playing in net. So make sure you want to play these teams on a low difficulty, and basically you can refresh. You've got unlimited refreshes. Usually you get 1 or 2 free refreshes a day, or I say free, you get 1 or 2 refreshes a day. But then after you play 1 game, you can refresh again. So you can literally keep refreshing and keep refreshing. As you can see, square on the PS4, X on the Xbox, it will tell you to refresh, and it will give you a whole new batch of 4 opponents. Now, once again, see if I've been a little bit harsh here, but you've got an 89 rated squad to face with only 58 chem. Okay, so we're playing a bunch of players off chem here, and I mean, this should be beatable on world class. Still got some good players, but I mean, if I've given you a 78 rated squad with only 54 chem, like for example, this as well, lots of off chem players, but you shouldn't struggle too much completing that. Now, obviously, as you did say, it said 9 refreshes remaining. If you go over that the refresh limit, it does not mean anything. The only thing it means is it will stop counting towards your squad battles points. So you'll no longer get like 1,000, 1,500 points for winning a squad battles match. But that doesn't affect your objectives at all. All of the games will still count, even if you go over the limit. So realistically, you've got unlimited attempts to get these icon swap tokens done. Now, let's just to kind of, you know, just go back over the objectives real quick and just show you guys. So obviously, you've got the silver Argentinians, the UCL Portuguese. Make sure you're facing the shit teams on squad battles. Keep refreshing. Weekend league is going to be, you know, it's just weekend league games, and scoring 15 separate rivals matches using first owned players. So players in your team that you have either packed or completed as an SBC. And for all of these objectives here, to get the first owned players, you genuinely probably just have to grind division rivals, take untradeable packs, and do it that way. Obviously, you just search your club first, and you know, to see which league you want to do, League Only, Liga Serie A, and hope you got some first owned players from there. But my number 1 tip for these 1 league objectives is genuinely just do golden goal, lads. Do golden goal. You get them done, speed up your time and your opponent's time. Hopefully this video did help you guys out. If it did, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. As I said, come check me out on Twitch. The link will be in the description, or you can have a look at my pinned comment. Much love, boys.